Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Rick Godley. I am in the Ruston Sports Complex because in town for the weekend, Eagle Wings Motorcycle Association having a rally in Ruston. And what they do is they go, why am I going to tell you what they do? This gentleman right here knows way more than I do. His name, John Moravec, correct? Moravec. John and Yvette stopped by the Lincoln Parish Museum. I think it might have been Tuesday, could have been Wednesday. And we got to find out a little bit about who you are, what they do. And John, first of all, welcome to Ruston and Lincoln Parish.
Thank you. We're having a great time here.
You got in town. I'm figuring you out a little bit now. You're like the recon of the recon team, right?
Correct.
So explain what is the Eagle Wings MA, and then what are you all doing in Ruston?
We're a motorcycle organization that have been around almost a year and a half, almost 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we are a motorcycle organization open to all motorcycles, two-wheel and three-wheel. And we have 175 chapters throughout the United States, Canada, and one in Italy, if you can believe that.
Right.
I've been riding for a long time, and I've always belonged to a motorcycle organization, and this one is awesome.
Well, I forgot who I was. It may have been Mickey. I'm not sure. That he had mentioned. But first of all, I made the mistake. I thought there were 5,000 chapters. There are not 5,000 chapters. There's 5,000 members. But he said like 2 or 3 years ago, you had 200 to 300 members. I mean, this thing's exploding.
Well, we started from ground zero back in, I believe it was July of 2021. And so the other organization that a lot of these people have belonged to went belly up or closed the doors.
Mm-hmm.
So Anita Elkire and Bruce Beeman, our founders, decided to start a new organization in place of it. And also we have allowed all motorcycles as opposed to just Gold Wings.
I mean, that's, to a layman like me, that just seems logical. But I mean, that used to be what the club members used to be, right? It had to be a certain bike.
Right, exactly. The members had to drive either a Gold Wing or it was a Honda motorcycle without the fairing, the Gold Wing without the fairing. And the directors or chapter directors, everyone had to have a Gold Wing. And now it's, hey, whatever you ride, that's good with us.
And how can somebody watching this now live or watching it when it becomes an archive say, you know what, I've been looking for a club to join. How would they go about doing that? Obviously a website?
Right. We have a website. It's ewma-world.org.
I did go there, and it's pretty comprehensive. Matter of fact, after you visited the museum, I went there, and you didn't even know what your itinerary was, and that's where I was able to pull it down. So I know what the itinerary is. But before we get into this, I'm kind of smiling and chuckling because this is turning into a safety advocate as well. The proverbial watch out for the motorcycles. You know, look left, look right, look left, look right again, and watch out for motorcycles. But there is also a kind of, sometimes you forget to turn things on when you should have turned them on. Give them the story of you walking your motorcycle back in 1970 something, 12 miles.
Well, I had a Honda 125, CB 125, and the only way to start it is a Kickstarter. And I was working in a bakery, so we started at midnight and got off whenever enough of the stuff was done, which would be minimal 8, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got out to the motorcycle and turned the key on and kicked it, and kicked it, and kicked it, and it wouldn't start. So I couldn't call home. One, we didn't have cell phones at the time. Cell phone. And number two, everybody else was at work. So I decided I'd start pushing it home. Well, luckily for me, that it was mostly flat.
Because it's Iowa.
It's Iowa. Well, this is actually in Illinois. I grew up in Illinois. And I got home and I kicked it a few more times all the way home. And
not kicking the bike, tried to kick start. I thought you did.
Yeah. But no, I couldn't get it started. So when I got home, I put it in the garage and went to bed. And when everybody got home, I woke up, I went out and tried starting it, and I noticed I had the kill switch on, which I never do. I never touch the kill switch. Either somebody messed with me or I inadvertently had hit it.
Pushed 12 miles.
12 miles.
12 miles.
It was a small bike, though.
That's right. And you were a little bit younger at the time. All right, so if you would help us give us a takeaway, because you posted something about Lincoln Parish Park. Talk about that whole story.
Right. We are full-time RVers. We have a pickup truck and a fifth wheel camper with it's a toy hauler. It's got a garage in the back, so we put the motorcycle in the back. And we've been traveling to different campgrounds and stuff. And we got here to Ruston at the Lincoln Parish Park and got all backed in and everything, all set up. And we started walking around. And I had made reservations here at this campground months ago. And, you only do it by pictures. You can only look at it. And the price was extremely reasonable.
It's incredible.
$35 a night. You got full hookups. You've got hiking trails, bicycle trails, picnic areas, a beautiful lake. It's about a mile and a half all the way around on a walking trail, and that walking trail is paved. I mean, it's not like it's a gravel road or anything. It's very nice. The park is just incredible. I almost don't want to tell anybody about it because it's really easy to get in there, and a lot of places, once people find out about them, you can't get in them. But this place is just gorgeous. And my Facebook page started out with, I found a gem. This thing is golden because it's well maintained. The staff you come into the park and they're waving and smiling at you and stuff. Just a fantastic place to camp.
Well, that's Lois Miller. Everybody knows Lois Miller out there. But not only that, what was I going to say? The park, for the sake of the audience watching this now and watching it later, I bet you've stayed in parks in every state in the United States, continental-wise. Close. How many?
Not even close.
Oh, not even 20?
We've gone
20
out,
states?
I would say at least 20 states.
Okay, 20. So 20 states. All right. So 20. So you're giving some high praises, having been to some really high places and cool places.
Yes, and for the price, I mean, it's just perfect.
Right. So take it from John here, Lincoln Parish Park. Where'd you ride today? What'd you do today?
We went to, where did we go to?
See, I didn't realize, I thought this was a daily itinerary where you would, day one, go to, Jimmy Davis State Park and then Duck Commander and then go back in time to Poverty Point was another day.
Poverty Point is where we went today.
You did go there.
Right.
What your takeaway on that?
An outstanding place. Again, very well maintained, very welcoming staff there. We actually rode our motorcycles around. There's a 2-mile track around the mounds, and we went on that, or we went on our motorcycles with that. And then we went for lunch at a golf course.
Oh yeah.
Nice place, very nice place. And then
something bear. I know it's a bear.
Yeah. And then to a military museum.
Chenault?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's when we got the call that you were here and we needed to scoot back
Oh
over here.
no!
So tomorrow,
going back?
especially if it's raining, we'll jump in the truck and head over there. And
You want to see if
awesome.
Nell Calloway is the director there, and she's the granddaughter of General Claire Chenault. So,
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, she knows
Wow.
her. Well, very cool. What else? What else could we possibly say? This is kind of neat. Unfortunately, the rain's casting a damper on a lot of things, and I don't mean that in a punny way, but we have Buddy Ball tomorrow. I haven't checked the forecast. It's our final Buddy Ball at this complex.
Really?
And and you need, it's softball for children with special needs, and it's incredible. But there's a lot of festivals that are going on. It's like the rain plus your event. Oh, you just got to deal with it, right?
The other thing I wanted to talk about is your museum.
Oh yeah, talk about the Lincoln Parish Museum. Talk about it.
We pulled up in our pickup truck, we parked, we started walking towards the building, and you stepped out. And you said, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Yeah, we're here to check out your museum." "Well, technically we're closed."
No. You said, "Are you open?" And I answered correctly, "No." But you're welcome to come in. And
2 hours later, you and I started talking, and that was probably 3/4 of the time that we were there. You're a pleasure to talk with.
Oh, well, thank you.
And we learned a lot. It's an awesome place. I would recommend anybody coming into town to stop at that museum.
Well, and here's the thing. Here's the dilemma, and it's a good dilemma, is technically, no, we're not open. It's still a part-time gig for me, but I'll open up anytime for anyone, provided I know about it. And so it's growing pains. And you helped me. I don't know if I told you this, too, after you left, because it's a really hard thing to describe what I am there and what it is. But people are coming like crazy. I'm the museum anesthesiologist. It's slowly coming back. And I'm trying to bring the patient.
Oxygen.
I talked to a doctor this morning, and he goes, it's easy to put somebody out. The hard part's getting them to come back. And so, but you helped me understand that. Well, thank you so much for the kind words.
You bet.
All right, so tonight, what's yours and Yvette's plans tonight? I know a sock hop's going to be happening here. You leaving out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or
We're leaving Sunday. We're heading back to Iowa for doctor's appointments and stuff. We're going to be up there for a couple weeks, and then more rallies up in that area for EWMA.
Well, and the website again, EWMA-World, right? Something like that.
.org.
For more information on joining up a chapter anywhere in the United States and Italy. All right. Well, thank you so much.
I appreciate your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There you have it. Live and local. It's a Rick